Welcome to my comparison video between the new Tecno CAMON 30 Premier and the new Samsung Galaxy A55. So the first thing we're going to talk about today will be the design. We're going to start with the design on the Samsung Galaxy A55. This has a metallic rail all around it, and at the back it has a glass back. The glass is of course Gorilla Glass for the front and the back, and has really sharp edges, so when it's in your hand you actually feel it in your hand, but it definitely feels premium as well. Now taking a look at the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier, this also feels really premium because we have a metallic railing all around it, and at the back we have this textured material feel. It feels really good, which means you don't have any fingerprints in comparison to the glass on the Samsung, and also has what looks like a 4-camera setup at the back. The design of the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier actually looks like a digital camera. The side that has the camera actually has this little hump, and all in all I think the design feels very premium. It feels very innovative. I actually like the look on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier in comparison to the very simple basic look on the Samsung Galaxy A55. And if you drop any of these, you should definitely know that the Gorilla Glass on the Samsung is still glass, so there's a high chances of it breaking in comparison to this textured material feel on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. So if you ask me, I'm going to go for the look on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. I think it looks really nice, and also the fact that this little red light that comes on anytime that you're taking videos, charging your phones and the like, it looks really cool. And when it comes to comfortability, the Tecno definitely feels much more comfortable in the hand in comparison to the A55's sharp edges. And putting them side by side, they both have this flat sides for the design and what looks like antenna rails all around this. This actually looks very familiar to some other device. I think everybody is adopting this look. The Premier is slightly taller than Samsung Galaxy A55. So in summary, I kind of like the look on the new Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. It looks good. Actually feels like a digital camera like that, especially due to the fact that when you are recording videos, the light really comes on, and also the absence of a glass back actually takes the fear a little bit off, and this also prevents you from having fingerprints all over your device. So I like the texture, and the sides are not sharp, so it definitely feels more comfortable in the hand compared to the Samsung Galaxy A55. So when it comes to build and design, I'm personally going to choose the design on the new Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. Now let's check out the screen. The Samsung has the Super AMOLED 120Hz HDR10 Plus display. This also has 1000 nits of brightness for the display, so that means when you're outside it should look very visible for you. The Tecno on the other hand has an LTPO AMOLED 120Hz screen as well. This is at 6.7 inches, slightly bigger than what we have on the Samsung. But when it comes to the resolution, the Tecno has a 1264 by 2780 resolution with a pixel density of 451 in comparison to the 1080 2340 pixels and a PPI of 390 on the Samsung Galaxy A55. They both have a Corning Gorilla Glass, but the Samsung has a Victus Plus, and they both have an always-on display. The colors on both devices look very good. All are AMOLED, so they have very deep, sharp-looking, saturated colors. You are not going to have an issue with that. So which one do you really prioritize? When I took both of these phones outside and used it directly under sunlight, it looks like it's slightly more visible on the Samsung Galaxy A55, but when it comes to resolution and what you can actually watch on both these devices, the resolution on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier is slightly higher, and it's also an LTPO display, which means you are going to save more batteries on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy A55. And the Tecno is slightly bigger at 6.7 inches while the Samsung is at 6.6 inches. They both have an in-display fingerprint sensor, but both secure as well. So for the screen as well, they are both AMOLED panels, but this being LTPO means I'm definitely going to save some more battery with this. So I'm going to take what we have on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. Now let's talk about the battery powering both of these devices. The Samsung has a 5000 mAh battery and supports 25 watts of fast charging, and the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier also has a 5000 mAh battery and supports 70 watts of fast charging. And obviously the 70 watts is slightly going to be faster in comparison to the 25 watts of super fast charging. So guys, which one are you going to be going for? We'll definitely be doing a battery drain test in the future, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But from these figures, I'm going to say I'm going to go for the 70 watts of super fast charge on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. When it comes to the batteries, they both have a 5000 mAh battery, but this supporting 70 watts of fast charge, I'm definitely going to choose this over this. I did even mention in the full review that Samsung should give us a faster charge. The 25 watts has been there for a very long time. They both don't have wireless charging, so I wish they both have it in the future, but I'm going to choose the 70 watts super fast charge on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. Now let's talk about the cameras. The Tecno has a 50 megapixel wide camera, a 50 megapixel periscope telephoto camera, a 50 megapixel ultra wide camera, and also a 50 megapixel selfie camera, and it's able to shoot videos up to 4K, 60 FPS and 30 FPS with optical image stabilization. The Samsung Galaxy A55 on the other hand has a 50 megapixel wide camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera, and a 32 megapixel selfie camera, and it's able to shoot videos up to 4K 30 FPS. These are some sample footages or photos from both cameras. Let me know which one you prefer. So this is what both cameras can actually take when it comes to the pictures, but I think the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier has the slighter edge over the Samsung because it has a 3x telephoto camera that does amazingly well when taking portraits from a distance. This is what you get from a distance on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier, and this is what you're going to get on the portrait on the Samsung Galaxy A55. And the Tecno actually looks decent. It's really looking good. Here are some video footages as well. Let me know which one you prefer in the comment section down below. Here are also some night photos. Let me know which one you prefer in the comment section down below. So this is what the selfie camera looks like on both cameras. Right now we are standing under the shade. Let me know what you think about this, the skin tones, dynamic range as well, and also how do I sound. Now let's move into the sun, see what to expect. This is what we get under direct sunlight. I'm definitely facing the sun. Also, dynamic range. Which one are you going to be going for? Now, let's quickly check out stabilization. Jog there and back. Let's do it again. Which one is more stable? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now let's check out the main cameras. Okay, so now this is what we get from the main cameras. Let me know what you think about this as well. When it comes to the skin tones, dynamic range, how does it look like, and how do I sound? Let's quickly check out stabilization on both cameras. Let's jog there and back like we did for the selfie. Let's go. I can't really see what's going on, so you guys tell me how it's looking like. Is stabilization good or not? Let's get interactive in the comment section down below. Now let's talk about the processors powering both devices. The Tecno CAMON 30 Premier has the MediaTek Dimensity A200 chipset. This is a 4nm chipset. It comes with Android 14 out of the box with iOS 14 out of the box. The Samsung Galaxy A55 on the other hand comes with the Exynos 1480. This is also a 4nm chipset. It comes with Android 14 and YUI 6.1 out of the box. Here are the Geekbench scores of both devices. And it looks like the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier is slightly higher than what we have on the Samsung Galaxy A55. Slightly. And whilst gaming on both of these devices, I can clearly tell you the Samsung Galaxy A55 is good, but what we have on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier is a little bit better with higher graphics settings, even on Call of Duty and also on PUBG. And also, it plays really well. And when it comes to OS, I think it depends on both. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer One UI or do you prefer the high OS? Samsung on the other hand can give us 4 years of OS support, whilst the Tecno probably 2 years max. So I think that should be something you should take into consideration as well. When it comes to performance, after trying both of these devices, they are both very close, but when you're playing games, this gives you a higher gaming settings when it comes to the graphics and the frame rates, and I'm going to pick this over this. But at this point, a lot of people are going to consider One UI or High OS. So which one are you going to go for? I know Samsung might give us 4 years of OS update. Tecno might probably give us up to maybe 2 years or 3. I can't be certain with that. So which one are you going to go for? But when it comes to raw performance, I'm going to give it to the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. Okay, so in summary, what do I think about both of these devices? As at the time of making this video, the price of this hasn't been officially mentioned, but I have a hint it's going to be 1,000 or 2,000 higher than this. I'm going to leave the updated prices in the description so you can actually check that out. When it comes to build and design, I like the build and design on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier. When it comes to the screen, I like the LTPO display on this. It's going to help me save some battery. When it comes to performance, raw specs, it looks like this one is slightly higher than this, and I actually got higher gaming settings whilst playing on this, and it plays really well. And when it comes to battery, I'm definitely going to go for the 70 watts on the Tecno CAMON 30 Premier because that's definitely going to charge my phone faster in comparison to the 25 watts on the A55. And when it comes to cameras, I think they are very close, but I really appreciate the 3x portrait lens that lets me take amazing portraits from a distance. Whilst on this, I have to walk a little bit closer to the subject before I take the pictures. With all this said, which one are you going to go for? That is my opinion. Which one are you going to go for? Let me know in the comment section down below. But from now, I think this is really looking good. Subscribe to my channel if this is your first time seeing me, because I'm going to bring amazing videos like this to you. And as usual, stay liquid. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.